today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark, and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Browns had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, Watson looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 4 catches, 51 yards and a touchdown.
And you can tell early they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Here's Tannehill. Touchdown! Robert Woods from 8 yards out. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
From the 44, Watson. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Henry again on 2nd down. He stiff arms him. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Haskins trying to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On first down, it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Phillips. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Patterson's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Watson trying to get his guys moving. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. Man open, here is Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Former number 2 pick Zach Wilson with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown catch in that first half. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Phillips now for the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Tannehill has this complete to Woods. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Tannehill. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course.
One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Watson's throw taken in by Edwards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Sermon. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run for the 1st with Sermon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Sermon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out. think it's a good call.
Tannehill's throw is on target to Burks. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Inside handoff, Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
They'll give Henry another shot. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Patterson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Tannehill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Titans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll